These coyotes seemed more like wolves.
Yeah, they did.
Vicious.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Fear Review. I'm William,
And I'm Amy.
and today we are going to talk about Coyotes. We will give you a short synopsis, a spoiler-free review, and then a spoiler section. You can skip that if you don't want to know anything about it, and then we'll let you know what we're going to do next week. So, Coyotes. Basically, stars Justin Long, Kate Bosworth. Their family lives in kind of the, I don't want to say Hollywood
Hills?
Yeah. Kind of they're rich. I think, sounds like a comic book artist of some kind, or something like that. Because, anyway, some kind of like artist of some sort, does well, but works a lot. There's a little bit of tension with the family because of that. But basically, these coyotes just start kind of going nuts and terrorizing the neighborhood.
Their neighborhood, yeah.
They don't know why, but then they end up just having to kind of hunker down and survive the night with all of these killer coyotes running around. Mm-hmm. That's basically it.
Yeah. I mean, this one, it didn't wait around to start. Like,
No.
it started right off.
It was very, I'd call this, it was fun. It was just a fun movie. And
It's a comedy.
Yeah, I think watching the trailer, you know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
Like, it's exactly what you think it's going to be. It's just a fun, funny, like, kind of, not real over the top, but like a little bit, like,
Not too serious. The gore is, I mean, still kind of shocking sometimes when I see it, but it wasn't overly grotesque. It's very bright.
yeah, it's bloody, but you're right, it's not grotesque.
It's
like,
bright red bloody, kind of.
Yeah.
Not. Yeah.
Kind of, we talk about like a Quentin Tarantino bloody, where it's super bloody, but it's not super realistic, so it doesn't make you feel kind of grossed out. And it was really well done. And the reason why I think he's a comic book artist is they show a little bit of it, of what he's doing, but the movie to me is filmed very much kind of like a comic book movie.
Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about that.
Well, they'll kind of have like cut scenes, like where they'll when they're introducing the characters, they'll show up and then it'll splash like a comic book version of them with their name and stuff like that. But even
I didn't
like
even think about that.
when they're going between scenes, they'll have kind of like the block look of comic books, where you'll have like one scene over here and it's a screen split with like something else going on over here and stuff like that.
Now
So,
I feel completely silly that I didn't even catch on to that, because I'm sitting here thinking, how do you know he did comic books? Just because he said he talked about his comic book collection?
no, like, it's like,
I mean, yeah, you're right. He was like drawing on a pad.
and I think it was quick stuff where like they showed her like looking at what he had made, because she like reads like his new book or new comic book or something or whatever, and just like little bitty things here and there that kind of made it.
I'm sitting here the whole time wondering, what does he do for a living? And now it's like so obvious.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think it's super obvious. Maybe just because I read comic books as a
I think
kid.
it's pretty super obvious. And now that you're saying all this stuff.
But yeah, but Justin Long is great in it. Kate Bosworth
Yeah.
is great in it. There's a couple other people I think you'll recognize that, but you know,
I don't know their names.
yeah, I don't know their names. But
Yeah, the whole cast was just funny, and I don't know, and especially because we watched this after watching Good Boy, and that one was like intense and like kind of, I don't know if you want to say heartfelt or just like emotional, and then this one was just, it was just fun. Like,
yeah,
it's just a good time.
it was. I don't want to say it's like the opposite of that, but kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah, the two kind of, I don't want to say similar movies, but just kind of different ends of the spectrum.
Yeah. I was nervous because I guess this is more of an independent film. And the previews that they were showing before, sometimes, that can kind of be a sign of, what the movie's going to be like.
What you're getting into.
And all those previews, I looked at you and said, oh, I'm scared. Like, are we about to watch a turd? Because
you did say that. It was like, is this telling us what we're about to see?
These previews are awful. And no, the movie's great. I say it's full price.
I would agree. I think it's in one of the reasons I think is like the sound design and the sound effects on it, and I think the score. Like it has a really good, I don't know how to describe it. Like it's not industrial, but like they use the music really, really well in it, and I think that plays really well in a big theater. Like I think it's full price.
Plus, it'd just be fun. It's an hour and a half long. To me, the Halloween season, go watch this movie, go to a haunted house or something.
Yeah, that's the perfect idea. Yeah, this would be the perfect movie of like this is a cool Halloween kind of event to do, and then go to a haunted house.
You could watch it with friends. You could all laugh and have a, it's not serious. It's not trying to tell you anything politically or it's just a fun little movie.
Yeah.
At least, please tell me that it wasn't trying to tell me something politically that I completely missed out on.
No, I didn't. If they were, they hit it really well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just rare to me nowadays to have a film that's just fun.
Yeah, that doesn't feel like it's trying to make a point.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think you're probably right. I didn't even think about it that way. That's probably why it just felt so fun, was just because it is what it is. It knows what it is and doesn't pretend to be anything else.
Yeah. It's silly to say that it's lighthearted.
Yeah.
Because it's a horror movie and
where people are getting destroyed by coyotes.
It's killer coyotes. Yeah, but go see it.
Yeah.
Go have a fun night out.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Exactly. So we get into the spoiler section?
Yeah, let's bite into it.
So if you don't want to know anything else, we're about to get into spoilers. You can skip this section and find out what we're going to do next week. So, spoilers.
Those coyotes, like that one, it's in the preview where they bite the one guy on like the Achilles.
Oh, on the Achilles. Ooh.
No matter what, that always just makes you, like,
yeah.
I was kicking my feet like, oh.
I don't know why that is, but like
right?
no matter what happens, like every movie, if something happens to the Achilles heels, you're like, oh god.
Yeah, like when they always, like somebody will be under a car and they slice them. But yeah, the coyotes were getting them. And I'm sitting here thinking, are these really coyotes? I mean, I know they're probably AI generated or whatever, but.
Or CGI or,
Yeah, not CGI, thank you. They seem more like wolves. I was like, I don't think the coyotes we have here are that big.
Yeah, they would show like coyotes kind of in the distance, and they would look more like
that was a coyote. Yeah.
But then when they were like the ones that were attacking, they were like looked more like big wolves.
Right.
Yeah,
that's what definitely. I thought. But it was really cool because we hear coyotes here every night, and so when they're standing outside and in the Hollywood Hills, and evidently they're not used to hearing a bunch of coyotes, and they're standing out there and they're hearing the coyotes all singing their song. They're like, wow, listen to that. And I'm like,
yeah,
we get to hear that every night.
I know, because we were talking about, I was like, this would be cool to watch at home, like outside when the coyotes are like, hopefully they don't hear the movie and then they bring the coyotes to our house. I don't know.
We'd just be going inside real quick. Real quick.
One of the, like, I would say, we're saying that was not like grotesque or anything like that, but there was one kill that was like, I was kind of like, oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's a neighbor that lives, it's just this crazy guy, like on drugs, has a prostitute
all these guns.
over. Yeah, all these guns. Coyotes get into
a
his
lady
house.
of the night.
Oh, sorry, that's right. They
Has
do
a
make that
lady of the
distinction.
night.
Lady of the night. They get him, and like when he finds him, like his whole like torso is like torn open. His ribs are like
splayed out,
and like,
and he was still alive.
He was still alive, and it's all CGI, so it's not like,
maybe
like
that's
super realistic, but it's still a little bit of
a shocker. Well, but then like, so I think that's what they did so brilliantly to make it like lighthearted, because as soon as they show that and you're like, oh my, just along is immediately like, I'm going to be sick, because he passes out at the sight of blood, and then he goes in there to the lady of the night and was like, hey, come out of the bathroom, like come back to my house, I got to get back to my family, you can come, stay there with us. And he's like, but can you walk out first? I can't see that again because I'll get lightheaded and pass out. So like it immediately says something and makes you laugh.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. It goes. I think it walks the line of humor and horror really well.
Yeah.
Because sometimes if you don't do that right, it's just it makes it too silly or
It's too corny.
too corny. But they walk that line really well. Well, the juxtaposition was really good between
Yeah.
the two scenes. Yeah.
Oh, the one lady. It's in a lot of the good kills are in the trailer where she gets knocked into the grill and then it
yeah.
explodes and she gone. And it's kind of like they also made fun of people and like the things that I got mad about, like when Strangers Chapter 2 were like, why would anybody do that? Or they kind of tease at stuff like that too in the movie about people doing stuff they shouldn't or something. And like when he's driving away in the car and he's sitting there trying to talk to him for a minute and they all are like, just drive.
Yeah. He get like it's kind of they all jump in the car and he's turning around. He's like, is everybody okay? And they're like, just drive, just go.
Yeah, because it's like, don't sit here and see how we are. Just get out of here. And then the whole time it's like, can you drive faster? Like, is this as fast as it? Just go.
Yeah.
Which,
they do kind of poke fun of that, but I don't think there was a whole lot of just because you brought up The Strangers. Like, I never felt like this was one of those movies where it was like everybody's decision was just completely stupid.
That's what I'm saying. To me, they are making fun of the people that make the really stupid decisions sometimes.
Yeah. And maybe because it's so lighthearted too. Like, even if they were, you expect it in this type of movie, and like, you're kind of looking for that type of stuff. Like, you want that type of like kind of funny, like fun, like stuff.
See, this is this kind of movie. I mean, I'm saying full price, but actually would be like, I would kind of buy this one because this is the kind of movie that I could do a whole day of that type of horror.
Yeah.
Where it's Coyotes, Tucker and Dale.
Yep. It kind of reminded me of, I don't know if you remember this one, Cooties with Elijah Wood.
Oh, in the school?
In the school, yeah.
Yeah.
That was another kind of like fun, like, yeah, I know what you're saying. Like a movie of all of those where it's horror, but it's just fun.
But it's just
like,
fun.
Bunch of friends.
And it's still scary. Because I still jumped at Coyotes a couple of times. I was like, oh, okay. But then I would laugh. And I don't know. It's just nice because a lot of these horror movies, sometimes they can be dark or depressing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, please don't make me watch that one. So it's nice when you get one that's like, this one was just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I felt like I went to a carnival.
Which is weird because not weird. I guess maybe I'll say it a different way. It was fun, but I do feel like they made the Coyotes actually pretty menacing and like, I don't want to say brutal, but kind of.
Well, yeah.
I remember thinking that. I was like, man, and maybe because they look more like wolves and stuff like that, and it's got this lightheartedness to it. But when the Coyotes are there, you are kind of like, oh man,
you are scared. Well, and they're like covered in blood, and they've got blood all in their mouth, and
yeah, it kind of reminded me, not as good because I actually love this movie, and one of the best wolf movies, The Gray with Liam Neeson. Like the wolves in that movie were just brutal and super menacing. Yeah. I got a little bit of that vibe in this movie with the Coyotes.
Just from the Coyotes.
Just from the Coyotes. But not as much. But it kind of made me think of The Gray a little bit. But
completely different films.
Completely
very,
different.
very serious.
Yeah.
And scary. And lighthearted and funny.
Yeah.
I mean, because at one point he finds coyote puppies.
Oh, yeah. As soon as that happened, I was like, oh, here it comes.
Okay, if I found one of those, I would want to keep it.
Of course you would.
It was so adorable. But these coyote puppies were like trapped in their house somehow. I don't know what room this was.
The yeah, it is this. I don't know what room.
I don't know what room it is, in all honesty, or how anybody else could have trapped them. Anyway,
it was the bug guy, or like the exterminator. Somehow they was like, oh, did he trap y'all down here?
But why would he have trapped?
He thought they were dogs because he said you shouldn't have dogs because that's how you're getting rats because of the dog food. That's making a big leap here with one thing that they said.
Yeah, which I didn't really care. Whatever.
Doesn't matter.
But it's like, oh, the coyotes must be attacking us because they want their puppies. And so here's the puppies back, which was just super silly, thinking that you could negotiate with a coyote.
Yes.
But then you're thinking, okay, they did leave. But no, they come right back and bite somebody again.
Yeah. It's kind of like the playfulness of it.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah. But
so go see this one.
Yeah. So you're a buyer.
I think maybe. I mean,
Because I think you said full price first.
I did say full price. I'd stick with the full price. I said maybe buyer, maybe. I don't know, because it was a lot of fun. I mean, I don't love it like Thanksgiving, but
We are going to have to do a Thanksgiving episode.
I know.
I agree, because I think it's probably more full price, but I could see it being a buyer because it's one of those movies that I think you can always say like put on in the background. You know what I mean? Like it's a fun movie that you can kind of throw on that is the one that you can kind of like multiple watchings, right? It's just a like, you know what? I'm going to throw on Coyotes and kind of like if I'm doing something else, like still get enjoyment out of it.
I want to giggle some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But probably full price.
Yeah. I'm going to stick with full price, but I'm just saying I could see it being a buyer for having a day of just let's watch the fun ones today.
So what is our plan for next week?
Next week is Bone Lake.
Bone Lake.
Bone Lake.
Bone Lake.
That actually is the one that we got to watch.
The Scream Unseen.
The Scream Unseen. So we didn't know what it was we were going to watch. And it was Bone Lake.
Well, great. Thanks for tuning in. And catch us next episode when we review Bone Lake.
Thanks. Bye. Thanks for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, hit like and subscribe. And tune in next time to The Fear Review, where the fear is family.